Hello and welcome back to LP's LP of Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. Last episode, we hung out for several hours while I took care of the Pit of 100 Trials. And 100 trials it was. In fact, it was probably a little bit more than that because I had to do it multiple times. Yeah, imagine that. When you waste time dying, you're going to have to redo things. Anyways, we were inevitably successful, and for that I'm very thankful because we got a very sweet badge as a result. In fact, I've taken the time to equip said badge. It's the return postage badge, which was the ultimate reward for that entire ordeal. So, I'm excited to see that in action, but today, I'm doing a couple other things that the commenters have told me about that I need to take care of before the end of the game. One of them was take a sweet trip here in the sewers, because everyone knows that there's nothing more relaxing after a hard-fought battle than a nice dip in some toxic sludge. Goodness knows that all the toilets in Rogueport lead down here, so we've got a fair assortment of cultures inside of this water system. I certainly hope that Mario decides to take a bath after this little adventure, and I don't even actually know where said adventure takes us, but I'm excited to finally get the opportunity to adventure forth throughout the sewer's water system itself. Whoa! Is this it? Is this what we were... Hot dog! Hot dog! We get 3 shine sprites, and I think that looks like a defense badge. Only reason I know that is because I was just in the badge screen. The only problem is, though, is my HP situation is kind of nasty right now. In fact, you'll see it here real soon. Oh, God. Yeah, you'll see it real soon because we're going to get struck first. Thankfully, they take damage on the count of our badge. But yeah, look at that. As a matter of fact, let's get Koops in front. You can power shell, and hopefully that's going to do a bunch of damage that's enough to kill them because they're not necessarily strong enemies, right? We only got a total of 1 star point from a lot of them. But still, they can deal 1 point of damage, and if they all do that, that's bad news bears! You see what I'm saying? Wow, giblets! Giblets, we don't have any healing things left. I came here immediately after the culmination of our battle with Bonetail, the penultimate boss of the Pit of 100 Trials. Obviously, right, like I am dying here. We have to... There was a heart popping out. There's a couple parts. Oh, gosh, darn it. That one struck me first, too. Okay. Yeah, the HP would like to be recovered instead of FP, but thankfully we do have a single point of star power, so we can at the very least replenish like 4 to 6 HP for Mario. Jiminy Christmas! You know, when I was told about this location, I foolishly expected it to be a walk in the park. I was like, go heal? No! Go back, take a nap at the inn? Of course not. I'm just gonna go there all, you know, half dead and be just fine. And to that effect, I might still be just fine, but it's certainly going to cause me a little bit more stress than it would have if I had healed off screen. Either which way, though, we're up to 9 HP now, and presumably there's like 4 or 5 hearts on the ground. So we're going to be in okay shape. The strongest enemy on this floor, or this area, is up top. Look, we got up to 12. He's up top there, and he's not too bad. Oh, he grabbed the coin. I just want you to hit that thing. Thanks, Koops. Koops, like, I see some money, man. I'm gonna get the money, honey. It doesn't matter anyways whether or not we first strike because I'm just going to continue to power shell so that we just get rid of all of them on the first turn, as opposed to, you know, risking them maiming our poor hero here because that doesn't exactly sound, it doesn't sound beneficial to me. Not even a wee bit, don't. Oh, that was the dead one. The dead one had the exclamation mark. There we go. Well done, Koops. And again, another 4, 5 even. So we probably could have came to this location a little while ago, right? Because the only thing that was barring us from the access to this room was boat mode. And we did get boat mode just before our fight with Cortez, which was like, what, 2-3 chapters ago? So these guys would have been markedly more difficult at that point. I'm glad that we didn't, though, so that they're nice and easy. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run. It's all the same now that we're here. If we could just, you know, crank this a little harder, it would seem. We've got 3 shine sprites, which means, of course, we can level 1 up. Flurry. Well, Miss Mouse hasn't gotten any attention at all, but Flurry's the only one of the arrests that doesn't have the ultra rank. And I got some good use out of Madame Flurry during our trial pit, so maybe that would make some sense. This pink fella He's just standing up there relatively ominously. So instead of hopping up there... Oh, just blow up. Just blow up. Can you get him from there? Come on. There's got to be a way we can first strike this fool. Come on, Admiral. Let's go a little up there. Oh, wait, what? Weird. They weren't interested in fighting us. We just barely rubbed up against them. Wild. Well, I still don't even want to get attacked, so let's just do a Bob on Bass, mash that A button, buddy, and we'll pop them all right quickly. I'd have to imagine only the pink one might survive. Indeed, I was correct. The pink one might not survive this blast with Mario's hammer. Doing 14 total damage on the turn. Yeah, good night, Sweet Prince. And a nice 5 star points. So they were pretty tough altogether, right? At least the game rated them that way, given the star point payout. Looks like we need Yosh Jr. in order to cross this chasm. We'll also need to not jump off the edge before mounting said Yosh, but hey, it's, nothing wrong with a couple practice attempts, right, Jiminy? Okay, it's fine. We just, warm up the fingers, right? We just started the episode. We could do this correctly, maybe? Okay, there we go. That was more difficult than probably should have been, but we got the defend plus boost Mario's defense by 1. So, makes sense. The commenter, Luke, actually, who told me about this, great name, by the way. My own name is Luke, so stands to reason that I would also enjoy someone else being named Luke. Anyways, you're not our father, but they told me that I should probably come grab this reward prior to taking on the Pit of 100 Trials because it would come in handy. And it's absolutely great advice, right? That definitely would have come in handy. Unfortunately, I recorded that episode just before getting to that comment. Yeah, it's time's up pretty poorly. I really do need to get better about responding to and reading all the comments, like, day of, or at least, like, the next morning or something, like while I'm having my coffee. It's just, there's a lot of things going on, man, and I want to be one of the few channels that takes the time to respond to every single comment I get on every video, at the very least acknowledge every single comment, because, I mean, it's not to say that, like, bigger channels are rude or anything like that, goodness no. They probably get far too many comments to make that even a reality, but I've noticed on, like, some larger Let's Players that don't get responded to, and I don't know, maybe that'll, maybe people would appreciate being responded to, maybe they don't care, I don't know. Either which way, it's important to me to eventually respond to everyone. I just need to get better at doing it quicker, and I'll do my best. Either which way though, we've got one more thing to do here before we return back down into the sewers to open up the 1,000-year door, or at least consult with Professor Frankly on it. We need to go first to heal, which I'm going to stay at the inn, and then we need to go over to East Rogueport. Okay, so what we're over here on the east side to do is get on the rooftop and hear some stories, but as I remember correctly, every story costs 5 coins, and I've got a Nintendo 64 coins. So I'm actually going to fight this guy. I have been against it this entire Let's Play. I sure hope he doesn't hurt us. All right, Gus, I'm electric, dude, so you might not want to poke me with your metal stick. I'll take it easy on you here with the hammer just for the first turn, and we'll see where that leaves you. He's actually still alive, to be honest with you, so that's handy. How do you like being swallowed by a child, huh? He handled that pretty well as well, to be honest with you. I am a little impressed. Gus is stronger than I thought. I thought for certain that we were actually just going to kill him in the first hit. Seems that he has maybe like 20 HP, and we actually get an okay amount of star points from eliminating him. Wow, okay, well there we go.
Crud, you dumb video game heroes always pull this stuff, it's ridiculous. You think violence solves everything, don't you, huh? Don't you?
Well, I mean, to be fair, you are the one that suggested violence, my man. I was just gonna go through the walkway. I didn't want to do any sort of violencing about, but that was your suggestion, and we took it. Thankfully, though, we got to keep our money, most importantly, so that we can hopefully have enough to hear all of this dude's tales.
Good day to you, sir. Is there a tale you want to hear? These are the tales I can tell you now.
Fearsome demon. Let's hear it.
Ages ago, a city flourished here in peace and splendor.
but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, 'twas a demon. The city sank below ground, and 1/4 of the old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men and sent out minions to take the land. And its den, its palace, grew rich with the treasures stolen from all over the world. If there is another tale you wish to hear, just ask. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do not have enough money. Son of a biscuit. Well, we'll get as many as we can. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. One of these stars was placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. If there is another tale you wish to hear, just ask. You know what? For 5 coins, you should be telling me more than 3 sentences. The demon built a dungeon near its palace and filled it with terrifying monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into this dungeon to rot. Yeah, and the demon also had 3 dragon pets, Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. We've met with 2 of those. Gloomtail, though, I don't believe we've met. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow over all. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. So are we going to meet Gloomtail then? And were they ordered by difficulty? Did we face the most difficult dragon last episode? Interesting. One day there came a hero who could vanquish the fell demon. The young toad from Petal Meadows was strong of arm but shy of voice. All those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke. But when the demon cast his fearful gaze across the lands and reached out, the young toad used his strength and honor to defend his people. And he became a hero to all, despite his odd voice. The wise Goomba. There was a wise Goomba from Boggly Woods, gifted in knowledge of the world. When beasts rose to take the woods, this knowledge helped the people fight them. And this Goomba, who knew the way that every monster would attack, she began to think of a way to banish all the monsters from the land. Now, are these things we can investigate? Have we met the wise Goomba? The stalwart Koopa. A Koopa who traveled the world alone learned of the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt and banished it with shell and sheer bravado. Almost said avocado. The monsters grew to fear this scar-riddled Koopa who thwarted them at every turn. But the brave Koopa was finally taken in a trap set for him by the monsters. But then, a Boo who fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold Boo lass. It's a love story. The 4 heroes. The Boo used her powerful magic to learn more about the evil that they faced. We cannot destroy the darkness alone, she decided, with a grim face as a mask. We need the Toad Hero of Petal Meadows and the wise Goomba of Boggly Woods. The Boo's magic drew the 4 heroes together to send the demon from the world. And so the 4 heroes finally set out for the Palace of Shadow. And we've got enough money for 5 more. We got the duel with the demon. The power of the world, devouring demon, was greater than any could imagine. But the wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. The Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses, and at that moment the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. Oh man, we're getting some action here. We can go up to go down now. The demon sealed within. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggested sealing the demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strengths with the power of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. Which is what we're about to go do, apparently. The 4 heroes thought that they had sealed away the demon and all of its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all. While holding the crystal stars, they'd feel nothing, but when they let them go, the black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world, scattering the stars so the seal would remain. But the last 4 stars each carried the curse, which claimed each hero. Wait, so are those like the maneuvers we got? Interesting. The Great Tree and the Punies. The hiding places of many of the crystal stars have now faded into legend, but some say that the wise Goomba hid one in the Great Tree. At that time, many monsters wandered in the nearby boggly woods. The tiny Punies were always tormented by their fierce appetites, it was said. Pitying them, the Goomba hollowed out the Great Tree for the Punies to live in. The Punies were so grateful that they swore to protect the crystal star there. And now we have it. So the last one that we can grab for now is going to be the Boo Heroine's Last Days. We will do all of these. It's only 20 coins. We'll need 16 more. Once the Boo Heroine hid her star in a steeple, she was trapped in the nearby town. Some say the crystal star lies in that steeple still. Really, that's your tale, man? I mean, I got that crystal star, all right? All right, let's go get 16 more coins and then finish this one. Okay, mission accomplished. Let's learn about the Pirate King Cortez. The Koopa hero went to a southern isle to hide his star where none would find it. But the Koopa was so tired from his journey that the pirate Cortez stole it easily. In that very instant, the brave Koopa was trapped in an inescapable chest. But Cortez did not realize the power of the star and lost it among his treasures. So they are the demons. The heroes are the demons. Interesting. I mean, they clearly forgot like who they were in the chests. The strong toad held his star and continued his arduous journey. But eventually the miles took their toll upon him, and he collapsed. The traveling healer happened by and saved his life. But the toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box when the star was gone. So he asked this healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. So, are these demons or these people that we've released, are they going to revert back to their normal state once we put all the stars back? I'm very curious. I want to meet these great heroes. All become legend. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadow, many refused to come near that place of terror. But as the years passed, the entire generations forgot, and the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of Rogueport, and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure, but they were unaware that the demons slept beneath them still. And finally, the magical map. The heroes knew that the seal might not last forever, and they sought to make the crystal stars available to one who might need them. So, before going to their individual dooms, they made a map to all of the stars. And, to prevent an evil force from misusing this map, they placed it in a box that could only be opened by the pure of heart, aka Princess Peach. That's all, Duddy. I done patronized you into non-existence. You got no more tales to tell of us. Now we can go and make our own tale or carve or write our own chapter in that same legend, because it's time for us to go down and talk to Frankly at the crystal, well, not the crystal door, the 1,000-year door, which is where we need to take the crystal stars. It all, makes sense eventually. I don't know which partner I want to have out with me at that point, because presumably things are going to get hairy real quickly, and I'd have to imagine that battles will be plentiful and or difficult. Let's use Flurry. Flurry's earned some favor with me last episode. I'm quite fond of her as it is now. But before we go into the center chamber here, I am going to come over and hit this save block just on the off chance that I'm not actually prepared for this. I did take the time. You did see my relative lack of finances there. It's because I poured all of it into my gear. What with having the double item space, I have quite a lot of room for things that I presume I will need in order to get over this final hump. But I guess we'll figure it out.
What kept you, Mario? Well, it doesn't matter now. I don't think they're in the vicinity anymore. They must have found another way to get through the door.
How is that even possible? Maybe it's the crack that the dude upstairs told us about.
It's all come down to this. Hurry now, Mario. Hold aloft the last crystal star.
Oh man, are you guys excited? I'm excited. All of the hard work, all of the effort, the entire journey culminates with this. The final challenge, the final part, the final portion, the final chapter, I believe, of the game. All of the stars encircle Mario. It's really beautiful, right? Like, now we see the full scene in all of its splendor, not just like 1 or 2 or 3 stars, but the entire group of them. Look at all the colors. Look at every single circle filled with its proper star. Oh my, look, the door! Oh, it's shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? What are you talking about, Flurry? I don't know, but the door is about to open. It starts pulsating with a mysterious magenta aura.
And cracks.
Okay, well that doesn't seem pleasant. Yep, look at that, that's a demon. If I ever done see one. Or like a demonic aura or something. Goodness me. Doesn't look like the place I'd want to go, but we don't have a choice, do we?
At long last, the entrance to the Palace of Shadows has been opened. Before Princess Peach falls victim to that fiend, before he takes over the world, you must rescue the princess and stop this cataclysm.
Oh yeah. Let's go, Mario. Ooh, come now, I've got a hankering for blowing. Well, I'll probably utilize your blowing capabilities a number of times, Madame Flurry, especially if last episode is any indication, because if we're going to be coming across any amount of enemies, that'll be a quick way to dispatch them. And the opening of chapter number 8. I wanted to say 9, I don't know why. The 1,000-Year Door. Aptly titled. Here we go. Here we go! Oh my goodness gracious! We do indeed have something of a dungeon, though, it would seem. When they mentioned the Palace of Shadows, I didn't know if that was just a figure of speech. No, it indeed is a palace. My, what an unpleasant place. The decor is simply dreadful. But I suppose we have no choice. We must go onward and save Peach before this situation spirals beyond our control. Let's move on, darling. Oh yeah. Mario, of course, agrees with all of the ladies in his life. He is a habitual yes man, and there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't look like there's any way to go for us but to the right. Open this door. An empty first room is kind of strange to me. We can go down here now. What? We can go down on this side. You got a stopwatch. Can't hold any more items, though. I don't know that I want to get rid of anything that I have. Stopwatch it is. Weird. Okay, well, we'll continue on to the right. Hopefully we didn't miss anything back there, but nothing was immediately obvious to me. What's up, Swoopstein? Come here. Oh, we didn't get the scoop on you. It's fine. It's fine. There's only 2 of you. And I apologize. You're probably not actually called Swoopenstein. You're called the Swoopula. You know, I wasn't that far off, to be honest with you. That's 12 enough to get rid of them. 12 is enough, and we still do get a single point of star pointage from them. I was worried that we might have leveled beyond that given our, like 3 or 4 levels that we gained last episode. Don't you suck on my girl? What are you doing? All right, she needs to maintain all of her HP for the trials to come. I'm gonna have to pop you right on the ears there, Swoopula. Yeah, but no, I'm very thankful that we did do the Pit of 100 Trials to give us all the levels that we have gotten, because I don't know that I'd feel super confident about this whole ordeal without it. Like, I don't even know if I still feel enough confidence in my veins, but undoubtedly we are in a better position now than we were last episode, so I guess at the very least, I can't complain too much, right? I can complain only just a minor amount. And even then, probably not like a significant amount of complaints, really, because we've got 50 HP, we've got over 50 BP, and 30 FP. The next level we get is going to go directly to Flower Points. And sitting here at 58, I have to imagine that we will level up one more time before the end of this. Yeah, 61 now, and there's still a few more swoops. I don't know, it depends on how many of the battles I actually fight, right? Like, I could very easily just... I struck first somehow. I was just running. Mario fell off of a stair and tripped onto the face of his enemy. I guess that works. Who am I to complain? I don't actually want to deal with these guys, though, so I'm going to swap here and get Flurry to do her Gale Force technique. The technique that saved our freaking hides in the pit of 100 trials. I tell you what, nothing came in handy more. Just like that. It's a miracle that we still get the star points for that, really. Like, it almost feels OP as far as a move goes. Like, just from a balancing perspective, I feel like you maybe shouldn't get these star points. But hey, it worked out for me. I wouldn't be leveled like I am if we didn't get the star points for that. Again, like a decorative little, like, fork in the road here. Like, I feel like there should be, like, other doors there or things we can mess with, but apparently not, at least not there. And here we have an item block that I don't necessarily know that I want to mess with right now. Dude's throwing bones. Dry bones, you are a weak level enemy, dude. What are you doing, man? You're gonna get killed. I get it, you're immortal, right? You raise yourself up from the dead after a period of time, but... Oh, wait, they are a stronger set of dry bones. Hold the phone. No, they're just dry bones? Interesting. Let me see if 12 is enough. Or not even 12. They got defense. 8 was enough, however. And Madame Flurry is going to be able to do some amount here, which brings the total to 8 since we did 7 on the last one. And their bodies sit around, which means that if we would have lasted a little bit longer in battle, they would have stood back up like I was talking about, how they can resurrect themselves. Do they disappear? They do disappear. So they can't resurrect themselves on the overworld, but they can in battle. Let's check this item block since I don't even know if I'm going to come back this way. Yeah, shooting star. I will take that. Let's throw it real quick, though. And I'm going to drink the whole jar of honey. Goodness gracious, Mario. You're going to make yourself diabetic here, dude, just guzzling jars of honey. But hey, at least they're beneficial in some capacity. Now, Swooper... I'm gonna just Yoshify myself right on by you. I hope that's fine. We just don't even have to deal with that. Thank you. Yeah, see you later, two dry bones. I don't need to mess with you either. No, we're just gonna keep going. Oh, some golden bullet bills. Okay, well that's something here. Let's get out our own explosive fellow. Maybe we can get some good star points from these guys. At the very least, I've not fought one of these dudes before, so I'd like to test that out and see exactly what that looks like. They're quite illustrious. 8 damage. 8 damage caboodles the noodle, and we don't even get any star points out of that, so this is an entire waste of our time. Hopefully the cannons themselves... 4 damage was enough to caboodle the noodle. Hopefully the cannons themselves give us a little bit more reward there. Ooh, flower. We already have full flower. You struck first? Really? Really? You're gonna blow up on my face like that? No. No, that's 5 points of damage, too much. I cannot condone this, all right? That's illegal, and I'm gonna have to talk to the manager. And by manager, I guess I mean the blaster, the Bullet Bill Blaster, the B-Bill Blaster, the Barney William Blaster. Really? The foe struck first. I am the opposite of tickled pink. I am tickled lime green, all right? And it is not great. That means I'm sick. I'm gonna vomit because I'm so disappointed in your course of actions, all right? Bullet Bills, how could you do me like this? I'm just a weary traveler. All right, this is a good idea then. Brilliant. If I want to do it like this, then this is gonna be how I have to do it. If I don't want to have to face you guys, you guys go ahead and fire. Thank you. Now I'm gonna let you guys fire. And now let's, oh, they're about to fire. I've wasted too much time on that. There we go. All that worked out pretty swimmingly though, to be honest with you. It worked out exactly as I hoped it would. And Mario's still capable of doing 4 total points of damage with his feet. We'll do it again and see if 8 is enough to eliminate these fellas. 8 is not enough. Puny fell from the sky, didn't do anything at all. Let's bomb one and see what that is. These guys can't actually attack us, I don't believe. They can just release the bullet bills. Yeah, so that's not a problem at all. We'll have Mario jump on the big, huge friggin' Carl Lewis long jump over that. Incredible. Mario, we already established this, a valiant competitor at the Olympics. We're just gonna repeat this, I suppose, a couple of times. It's gonna take 3 turns, I believe, for us to do this. Yes, it will. At least 3, of course. If I fail the action command, it might take a little bit more, but I think they have 12 HP. And a stylish Admiral at that. Very nice, good sir. Oh, you spat out 2? You disgust me. How dare you double your production like that? It's unheard of. Thankfully, you are no more, but unfortunately for us, one of these dudes is going to pop themselves on Mario, and I don't really care enough to expend the massive amounts of FP they would take for the Admiral there to do damage to both of them, at least with any quickness. So we'll just take the hit, and that's fine. Presumably, there'll be a healthcare block at some point. I don't know that it'll be super soon, like, into this whole ordeal, but if this is anything like Paper Mario 64, you know, with Bowser's Castle being above Peach's Castle, there's a whole, like, adventure aspect to it, and there was even, like, Toad ends. All or nothing. Hit action commands, attack rises, fail, it drops to 0. Ooh, there's a swooper. That is so intriguing to me, because I am decent at the action commands. Does it rise the attack only by 1, though? If so, I don't know that is worth it. Especially with 4 badge power, because then I'd have to get rid of something else, and I'm kind of, you know, I don't have a whole lot going on, really. Hammer Throw's the only one I feel like I could get rid of, and that would only get me 25% of the way there. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with that right now. I'm not gonna mess with you. Oh, God. Okay. Good to know. Okay, well, looks like we've got a bit of a maze here. It's a good thing Swoopula's kind of a poopula. He's not too dexterous or quick with his feet. No. Fine. You guys want to get killed? You want to get killed? I'll kill you, all right? Is that what you crave? If this is what you desire, you want to see the underside of a plumber's foot? Well, I have it for you. It is ripe and ready for the smacking. How about them apples, huh? Is this really what you wanted? Like, why are you defending the demon anyways? I get it, the demon, like, released you, but they released you. Go be free. Go do other heinous things to other, you know, non-plumbers or something. Or not even anyone at all. Like, why assault anyone? That's not helping you. Probably don't even get workman's comp. You have a life insurance policy? Is your family getting paid out with you dying on the job? Like, come on now. Make some better choices for yourselves, people. We'll take this a little bit slow, making some better choices for ourselves. Look at that. You got hammered. You're so disillusioned by the sight of your arch nemesis here, Mario, that you just go after him gung-ho without even realizing he's holding a giant mallet twice the size of your body. Oh, gosh, it's great. It's great because it doesn't really hurt us. That would hurt us, though. You slowly. Top way looks good. Beautiful. Look at that. We went through that fairly seamlessly, all things considered. That could have gone a heck of a lot worse, in my opinion. We will save right here because it looks like there is a number of traps laying in wait, and we are going to tackle those next time. So, thank you so very much for watching. Admiral, go check that out for us. And we'll see you next time.